Tonight I'm going to try to capture the Leo Triplet. The Leo Triplet is a group of 3 galaxies residing in the constellation Leo. It is made up of galaxies M65, M66, and NGC 3628, also known as the Hamburger Galaxy. I made one previous accidental attempt to capture the Leo Triplet when I pointed my telescope at M65 and got M66 in the same field of view. Back then I had been using my makeshift wedge, but I hadn't yet figured out how to properly align the telescope, and I didn't have guiding, so best I could do was about 15 to 30 second exposures with a Nikon D5200. According to the weather forecast, the skies should be clear tonight and the wind should be low. So with any luck, I should have a pretty good session. All right, just double checking the forecast. Ooh, all right, reroll. Well, we'll see what we get. Well, it's not clear. It's cloudy, a little bit. The forecast did say it was supposed to be completely clear. All right, it's gotten dark and it's gotten cloudy. So who knows what's going to happen. But the telescope is out. My Nikon camera is down, unfortunately. I'm going to have to order another power adapter. Let's turn on tracking. And let's sync on an object. How about Regulus? Why not? What I'll need now is APT. Live view. And I'll have to switch live view back to 1 second exposures. There we go. And I'm not seeing anything. Oh, that's because the gain is 120. So for live view, I've been setting it to 480. Okay. Right. I changed the focus so that we could capture the raccoon. So I need to bring up focus controls and go back to my last known focus. Last known focus, March 23rd, when it was -1 outside. That's 28220. All right. CPWI. And let's bring up focus controls. Control panel. Okay. That's closer. We can do autofocusing in a second. This is I don't know if this is an issue with other mounts, but the backlash on this mount is something else. You can just go back and forth until you're lucky enough to get something centered. All right, that's good enough for me. Let's find M65. Go to target. We're clearing through a lot of cloud cover for this. Okay, telescope controls, configure mount. Reset the sidereal, right ascension only. I'm going to enable cord wrap and accept. Well, I got a star up here, and is that dust? Could be something else. Okay, this is where we do focuser alignment. So the focuser is connected, scope is connected. We go to tools, and I need to bring up first the focus aid. And the focus aid, we need to show a star. There we go. Hey, something just trailed by. Okay, focus aid, and now autofocus aid is going to run and find the best focus for us. This is unbelievably useful. Oh, stop live view. It wants us to take a picture first. Okay, now we are lined up in a galaxy here. That's pretty neat. Let's find a star. Alright. This is going to go through 12 imaging cycles, adjusting focus to either side, and then plotting a curve to determine the best focus fit. 28278. And that's where it's moved to. And you know what? Looking at the stars in the background there, they look sharp. And I can make out 2 galaxies already, which is fantastic. So I'm gonna close this, and I'm looking at these 2 galaxies. Now, I want to get, if I can, the hamburger galaxy in the field of view as well. So how do I do that? Okay, this is going to be hard to see, but because I'm using the 2-inch adapter, I should be able to just loosen it up over at the field reducer and then turn it 90 degrees to the left. All right, let's try that. All right, camera turned. So I had to turn the camera a little bit more and then pan around a little bit, but I think I've got it. So I had modified my plan earlier when I was shooting the raccoon. Change this back to 180 seconds and count. Let's go with 7 hours, so 140 exposures. And we're off. The sky cleared up a little bit, although I can still see some haziness. But checking on my video feed from my laptop screen, it looks like the images are coming through a little bit better, and I can make out detail just in the 3-minute exposures of all 3 galaxies in the Leo Triplet. So I'm going to let this go. The telescope is, well, it's pointing back towards the house now, so I don't think I'm going to have much more than a couple of hours of data capture left. It is getting late, so I am going to go to sleep and hope for the best. Even with the clouds rolling in, I managed to get 75 exposures that were stackable. Brought this into GIMP, and let's make a copy of this layer. It's going to be original. And over here, let's do this first stretch. And let's just do a simple level stretch to right about here. Okay. Let's do that one more time. Pick up the black level a little bit and bring this down. It's looking a little bit better, but I don't know if there's anything I can do to extract that background. Here is my video from last year, or my video, here's my same picture from last year. Almost exactly a year ago. This was April 30th. And I managed to get M65 and M66, but I did not get the third galaxy in. Does this look much better? Well, I've got all three galaxies in, and this was done using auto tracking with 3-minute exposures. So I'm not unhappy with the results. I think the tracking worked out pretty well, and the guiding worked well. Yeah, we'll park that in the work in progress category, and I will eventually come back to it.